One thing about me is that I'm never afraid to do things alone. In fact, it's something I crave for once in a while. And I'm about to tell you why being alone isn't so scary as I take you to a cute French bistro in the South End for a lovely little solo date. And today we're at Petit Robert Bistro, and immediately they give you free warm bread and whipped butter. And honestly, bread and butter are one of the things I could eat for the rest of my life and I'd have no complaints. And because I'm not sharing with anyone, I could just dunk that bread and that butter and eat as much as I want. Honestly, it's one of the best perks about eating alone. Then for my mains, I got their quiche of the day, which had spinach and goat cheese. And I did not realize this came with fries, which I was so ecstatic about. First of all, the quiche itself, it's very nice and savory, had a good amount of goat cheese in it, so if you like goat cheese, you'll like this. And I mean, that with the fries and the salad, I was in flow state. Now, I used to be terrified of being seen alone because I was afraid people would feel bad for me for being by myself. But then I realized no one gives a flying hoot. They're not gonna judge you because they simply don't care. Also, on the solo date, someone got proposed to right next to me and it was so cute. I've also found that being on a solo date ends up being not so lonely because I always end up having lovely conversations with either the waiters or other diners. And on my solo dates, getting dessert is a non-negotiable. And this was what I came here for. I've been dying to try their chocolate mousse. Besides my friends and family, there are two things I love most in this world: chocolate and Michael Jackson. And this first bite of the mousse, I mean, look at my eyes. They don't lie. It was more of a pudding rather than a mousse texture, but nonetheless, it tasted divine. And you wanna know what the best part is? Now, obviously, sharing is caring. And I always love to share things with my loved ones, but on a solo date, you get to have everything for yourself. And I literally tore this mousse up. So much so that my waiter was surprised when he saw that it was gone in a flash. And it was the perfect conclusion to our wonderful solo date.